Okay. I have to say, before we get started, I have to say a few things about Barack Obama. Gotta say this, Barack. I'm not a critic of Barack. I contextualize Barack. I put Barack Obama in perspective. Because like I tell people all the time, you don't come from Hawaii, Indonesia, Harvard, which is what, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Boston, you don't come to Chicago, okay? Unless somebody's really working with you. Somebody's planning. That's not to put planning your success. That's not to put Barack down. You have to put Barack in perspective. He has people backing him monetarily, people helping him, which is fine. You got to have help. So, but I'm saying you don't come to Chicago. When he came to Chicago, remember he went to Trinity to get some street cred. Okay, I understand that. Okay, so let's face it, Barack's a wonderful person, but we have to put Barack Obama in perspective. I voted for him. I like him. I met him years ago, and I hope he becomes president. But we got to contextualize Barack. Before I get back to Barack, let me talk about Jeremiah Wright. We talk about his church. The church is right down the street over here. I live on 95th and Halsted. Y'all know where I live, little bungalows over here. I can walk to Jeremiah Wright's old church in like, 5 minutes. His old house is about a couple of miles down. His new house is in Tinley Park. It takes a few minutes to get on the expressway to go out to Tinley Park, but I'm happy he has a nice big home now, okay? He deserves it. He married my wife and I about 17, 18 years ago. I lost count. I know what month it was, but I had trouble remembering what year. And definitely what day. But the bottom line, I haven't seen Reverend Wright over 17, 18 years. He's a really nice guy. And let me tell you something real quick. I'm moving fast here because we got to do this show. My time is running out on this little segment. African Americans, most of us, if not all of us, agree with everything Reverend Wright said or has said. It's not that we hate America, because we ain't going nowhere. We've been here 450 years. We don't hate our white co-workers. We don't hate white people. We don't hate I'll kick the camera here. You see the white bloodline over here. There you go. You see the white bloodline, okay? This is from Massa. Okay? We don't hate the white blood that flows through. Most of us had this white bloodline. We don't hate white people. We don't hate America. What we don't like is the injustices of America. We want freedom. We want fairness. That's why a lot of us, especially even non-white, even non-African Americans, want Barack Obama to win, to end this racial strife, these divisions, to move us forward. We come a long way, but we have a long way to go. But Barack Obama won me over in his speech March 18th in Philadelphia. Y'all saw the speech on race. If you haven't, it's on the internet. I'm on the internet, everything's on the internet. It's really cool. You ought to see it. He said, this is Barack Obama. He said, contrary to the claims of some of my critics, black and white, I've never been so naive to believe that we can get beyond our racial divisions in a single election cycle. Excellent. Excellent. Barack Obama is a wonderful person, great father, great husband, but he's not the second coming of Christ. He's a politician. Let's put it in perspective. I'm voting for him. Hope he wins. We don't know what's going to happen, but he's a politician. For those of us in the racial divisions, my thing is in the hood, these children are killing each other every day in Chicago. And if you live in a big city like Chicago, you know what goes on. In Chicago, the streets are dripping with blood because of destabilized families, okay? That's what it's about. The root cause of our African American destabilized families, is racism. We know that. It's the root cause. Then we have our own self-hatred, and it goes on and on and on, okay? Destabilized families, okay? Let me tell you just a little thing that Lyndon Johnson, he spoke to Howard University in 1965. That means things have gotten better, things ain't gotten better. But this is what President Johnson said to Howard University in 1965. He said, family is the cornerstone of our society. More than any other force, it shapes the attitude, the hopes, the ambitions, and the values of the child. Man, Barack Obama becomes president. I love Barack, great guy. But we African Americans, and some of you too at home, we got to really get our families in order. I'm not saying you got to marry the baby daddy, the baby mama, and all the other kind of drama you have. But we really got to think about having these children. We need to practice some chastity, believe it or not. Yes, I said chastity. And we need to embrace some other values, wholesome values, family values, value education, frugality, you know what I'm saying? And I did say chastity. You want me to say chastity again? That's a whole nother subject. But the bottom line is that we really have to repair our families, especially the African American community. Our families are so destabilized, So let's work on that. It takes you and I to do that. Brock is doing his thing, and let's working on our families. I mean, collectively, not so much your family, your house per se, unless you got drama going on now, but collectively, let's teach our children these wholesome family values. Now, let's go to the rest of the show.